Good morning. Today's video, I'll be talking about the J1 visa 2-year rule requirements. Today, we'll find out whether someone with a J1 visa, a J1 visa holder, is subject to the 2-year rule. And then at the end, I'll be talking about the BBB. We know Build Back Better Act. It's in process. We're not giving up hope now. We know it's in process, and we will be talking about it at the end of this video. Again, for those who do not know me, this is Bijoux. My name is Bijoux.ngwanda, immigration lawyer in the DC metropolitan area. I am born in Kentucky and the District of Columbia. I do work with individuals across the country, all the 50 states, including District of Columbia, and outside of the US as well, around the world. As you can see, we have people joining us from Jamaica, we have people joining us from Egypt, from all over the world, Latin America, why not, India. I'm saying hi. You can say hi in the comment below as well. This is a live session recording. You can say hi in the comment below as well. So let's get right into it. I'll be sharing my screen, and today we will know for sure whether someone with a J1 visa is subject to the 2 years rule. And how do you determine that? Some people, usually what happening is some people, they have it on their passport, right? It says visa is not subject to the 2 years rule, but you don't have to rely on it because that one on the passport is not legally binding. So you do not have to rely on that, basically that's inscription, printed words on your passport. You have to determine by those three basically tests. Okay, so let me share my screen, and then we'll talk about a little bit about it, and we'll talk about if you are subject, what you should do in order to apply for that waiver. Okay, let me share my screen. Just one moment, sharing the screen here. So yeah, determining whether the visitor truly is subject to the 2 years rule. What do you do? The first step in obtaining relief from 2 years foreign residence requirement is to determine whether it applies to you. And then the way you know it is three things. First of all, you have to know whether when you came for the J1 visa, whether the program was financed by the US government or your government or any other foreign government. Okay, that's number one. Number two, whether it involves a skill on the skill list, because there are a lot of skills there. Some people come here for research, scholar, researchers, trainer, medical, a lot of things. You have to know whether the specific thing you came here for in terms of exchange is subject to that skill list, or whether you are coming from graduate medical education or training for a medical education or a training. So basically something that has to do with medical. If you don't have any of those, right? Because they say or, either the first test, the second, or the third, right? If it doesn't apply to you, all of it, then you are not subject to the 2 years rule requirement. Remember, the 2 years rule requirement simply means that while you cannot adjust status in the US, you either have to apply for a waiver or you have to get out of the US at the end of your program and stay outside for 2 years until you make that 2 years requirement rule. Then you can apply for something else. Either it's adjustment of status or any type of other visa that you want to apply for in terms of adjusting status. So that's what it means. But let's say that you are subject to it. So which simply means that your program was financed by US government or a foreign government, and the program involved a skill on the skill list, or the or you are graduate medical education or training. or the program is for graduate medical education or training, then you are really subject to the 2 years, and you have to apply for a waiver to waive that 2 year requirement in order for you to adjust status here in terms of, let's say you got a full-time employment, or you want to you got married, or something happened along the line that you want to adjust status. So you have to waive that 2 years requirement. If you look at the green card application, really it has that question on it. That's when people really get confused, because it has that question in it, right? So now we're gonna talk about the relief from the 2 year foreign residency requirement. So what are the relief? Well, first one is a waiver, right? There's only waiver that you can basically, you see the skill list that I was talking about. You have to have, if the program that you came about to do is on the skill list, then you have to actually waive that requirement. You have to check the skill list, and then, well, you have to waive that requirement. So, and when you apply for the waiver, I'm trying to find what type of waiver you can apply for. There are those waiver, right? There's the, you can waive to no objection statement. That's when your embassy here in the US can send a letter, no objection letter, pretty much waive that they are not opposed to you not returning home, and they are actually accepting you to waive that requirement and adjust status inside of the US. That's one way to get a waiver. Another way you can get based on hardship to relative, okay? Or based on persecution. You don't want to go home because you fear persecution. And that's another way to get a waiver. So that's how you apply for those waiver. I do help with applying for J1 waiver. You can call my office. The number is right there on display. The number is 202-751-2180. Our email is right here on display. You can see it. So that's how you really overcome that basically obstacle in order for you to adjust status in the US. Okay, J1 visitor, they cannot adjust status in the US if they are subject to the 2 years requirement. How do you know? We tested that. Three things: whether financed by the government, US government or foreign government, whether the type of program is on the skill list, whether the training is a graduate for medical or training for medical. So if you have those three requirements, then you are subject to a waiver, and you have to apply for a waiver either based on fear of persecution, hardship, or no objection statement. That one is basically you go to US to the embassy in the US, pretty much in Washington here, and ask them to really write a non-oppose statement for you, that they do not oppose you going back home, so that you can allow yourself to adjust status here. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you, because it is a requirement when you apply for a green card. Let me show you how so. Because if you are applying for a green card, okay, and you happen to have to hold a J1 type of visa, it is going to be a problem. So because it clearly asks you here, if you look at that, pretty much that, yeah, if you look at the application, it asks the same questions of a waiver. You see, and that's on page 10, right? It asks here, have you ever been a J non-immigrant exchange visitor who was subject to 2 years foreign residency requirement? You see that question 24A. Well, if you're subject, you write yes. And then it asks you a follow-up question: have you complied with the foreign residency requirement? then that's when they will ask you if you have applied for the waiver or you went home and stayed for 2 years. Yes. If you have been granted a waiver, uh, recommendation letter favorable to you, yes. If no, no, no. If you're not subject, no. So this is a very difficult part for people who are J1 waiver. And the people who enter as J1, they are not eligible for cancellation of removal either. So that's why really this waiver come into play. You really have to make sure that you apply for that waiver in order um, to adjust status. Okay. So, well, before we get to the end, I forgot to actually share my screen when I was telling you about that green card application. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Sorry, and just tell you about that green card application again. So right here, okay, page 10, question 24A. Have you ever been a J non-immigrant visa exchange visitor who was subject to 2-year foreign requirement? You see, so those questions 24A and has a follow-up question as well. Okay, so and now let's talk about BBB. So what's going on with BBB? What's going on with BBB, my friend? Let me share the screen. It looks like the Democrats are really struggling. They are really struggling, no joke. They're really struggling. If you look here, it says that crunch as they face, let me go back here. It says Democrats face time crunch as they race to finalize Biden plan. So the Democrats have given themselves a deadline. They want us to believe that they will be pretty much ready by before Christmas with this, but it looks like they're really struggling with it. If you read this article, it says Democrats are hitting a make or break week in their ambitious effort to pass President Biden climate and social spending bill by Christmas. Okay, Democrats have just 10 days to meet their self-imposed deadline and face growing headache that could prevent them from meeting their goal. Well, it looks like this is this Democrat from Virginia. He's saying, the Senator Tim Kaine saying, if I get out of here by the evening of 24th, I'll be very happy. So pretty much that's what they want. They want to make sure by Christmas, either by Christmas Eve, they have to pass this spending bill. Remember, but what we're waiting for in that spending bill is that while we want that immigration provision to be included, and that's a matter of Senate parliamentarian to really accept it. We don't know how it's going to happen, but we're hoping for the best, right? We really hope that they accept it. So I don't know what to say more about this. We're just going to wait and see how it goes. It reads here, we anticipate that the bipartisan bird part, where both sides get together and make their case to the parliamentarian and argue back and forth, we accept those to start next week, which is this week. Pretty much that's what we want, okay? We really want this to pass, and we hope that they will make it. Really, that's just a hope. Let's see how things are going. If something comes up before the end of today, I'll come right back here and explain it to you, because we really want to make sure that we keep you informed first of all, and we want to make sure that all the step of the way we are going to actually keep you informed and really allow you with the opportunity to ask questions. Okay. It says we don't even have language on some of it yet. We've got scoring issues. They're trying to substantively change it. Okay. So, well, that's about it. That's about it, my friend. I'm just here to be doing a series of immigration topics this week. I will be here pretty much every day doing a series of immigration topics. We're going to go heavy on employment based type of immigration. We started with J1 exchange program, talking about the 2 years requirements. If you miss anything, go back. If you have questions, call my office, email me. Consultation fees apply as usual. Bijoux.ngwanda, immigration lawyer here. Please don't forget to share, like, and don't forget to actually visit our store. Come on, Christmas is around the corner. Don't forget to visit our store. We have great things in our store. Let me share with you just a little bit again with the store, so you know what we have to offer. Okay, so a lot of things we have to offer here. I'm just gonna go quick. If you go to my channel, just look the way I'm going, and then you click on any video, and you go down here. You see it says shop. When you go to shop, direct you directly to my store. This is a talk bag that has scripted words here, inspiring word, believe, believe, believe. So believe in your ability to actually get your green card. Pay in 4 payments of $5.50. You can do it, my friend. You can do it. And then if you go scroll down, you have a lot of great item. Okay, you can also purchase for your friends, family, some inspiring gift. Okay, so, and if you purchase, put your comment, say purchased, purchased. Okay, so I will know that somebody is actually supporting the work that we're doing in this community. Thank you very much. This is it for today. Until next time, again, please don't forget to share, like, and comment below. Until next time, bye bye.